Halloween. What?
Why am I talking about Pokemon Mega Blocks? Shut up. This is a set that I wanted because it has all the Gen 1 starters and this little goblin. So I think it's a pretty good bang for your buck. You get 4 little dudes, 2 of which are pretty much the same build, and this. And I think that's pretty good bang for your buck, especially since I got it for like $8. And nothing makes me happier than a good deal. First one we'll look at is Charmander. Probably my favorite of this set. I absolutely adore his base. I remember this flame effect piece being used on a old Iron Man 2 Mega Block set that I had ages ago, so yeah, that's fun to see that they're still using that. I like the lava, I like the rocks. I think maybe he has too little surface area to stand on. It kind of limits the posing, but outside of that, this is the best base. This is the best one. I think the translucent red and the translucent yellow are pretty. I think it looks nice. Charmander himself looks pretty swell himself. He weighs nothing, and that can pretty much be said for all of the little guys. There is something to be said about the how they did the arms. No matter what version you got, whether it be the original or the remake, they always, if you put the arms down, they look like they had like block shoulders, like those guys from Johnny Test. But if you put them in cute little poses, it looks fine. The print on the face is pretty alright. He's got a ball joint at the head, one at the shoulders, little hip thingies, and a rotation at the tail. I love the little fire effect. I think Lego's fire piece, which is pretty similar to this one, is two-dimensional. Alright, next up, the Nepo baby. I think Pikachu is a little goblin. I like the molded tail piece, even though it's very obvious that this yellow is not the same as this yellow. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. We're all gonna die someday. I like that he has different legs from Charmander, but I think they are too small. I think he looks a little weird. And I think his head is a little too big. I think his head is probably not too big. I think his feet and legs are just so small that it's messing with all of his other proportions. I also think that his eyes being closed on the face print is... I don't like it. If you're a kid and you only ever get one Pokemon set that's this one, I wouldn't want my Pikachu to have his eyes closed. I think it's kind of silly and it doesn't look the best. But the putting on the face is alright. I like the earpieces. I think they're really nice. They can do a little swivel, and the head can ball joint, and the arms can that, and the legs can that. And the tail has both a hinge joint and a ball joint, so you know, that's pretty sweet. This is probably my favorite of the bases. The majority of it is just plates stacked on each other with a cool lightning effect, and it's just boring. I like the brown marbling effect, making it look like dirt, though. They've been using this base plate piece for, like, ages. Squirtle! Squirtle! Squirtle. Pretty much the same build as Charmander, and honestly, why would you even, like, why would you even change it? He has half of what Pikachu's got going on with the one winky eye. Still don't like it. I got another Pokemon set, and he was winking, but it was the other eye. Why are they doing this? I think the printing on his belly is a little sloppy, and also is very much, like, tilted. Or, like, off-center. It's bugging me. I don't like how they did the tail. I'm just gonna say it, I don't like it. I think the build is too clunky, it doesn't work. Oh my god, the shell over here is off-center too. This is my second favorite of the bases. I love it so much. It's probably the simplest. It's just a little bit of terrain, and it's got a little bit of water and some stuff. It's a tree. But it's so simple and effective, and it's so cute. I love it. And the translucent blue is really pretty. He's got the same posability as these two, so I'm not doing it again. Now this is the worst one. Oh, that's unfortunate. Come on, there you go. I don't like this one. Him being the fattest and squattest of the bunch makes it so that the limited surface area on the base plate, which wasn't really a problem for the others, it's hard to get him in a good pose. It's not impossible, but it's just nominally more difficult. I also think the shell build could have been done a little better. It's just very blocky, and I don't like it. I think his face looks great. I think the printing on his legs and toes are great. I think his head is too fat for the rest of his body. They either had to widen the build or, like, thin out his face. He needs some Mew. I'm cutting that. And I think his ears are just... It doesn't look good. He's got ball joints at the hips, and the feet technically rotate, but I'm not counting that. He's just a limited little Larry. Like, he's got very little going on compared to everyone else, and I think he would have benefited the most from original molding. Like, the other ones I could reasonably see be built, like, easier with the parts they had at hand, but I think Bulbasaur in particular needed more molded parts than just this. Not helping is he just easily has the worst base. It's like 15 pieces, and it doesn't convey anything very well. Like, I'm kind of getting a swamp vibe, I guess, just from the base plate, though. You could kind of get a beach vibe from the trees and the sandy-looking bits over here. I don't like it. When was the last time I reviewed any Lego or Lego-adjacent thing? Forever ago, that's when. I'd love to talk about Lego more on the channel, but I've gotten so out of the groove of reviewing Lego that it's almost an entirely different format of review. But yeah, this was fun. I like building things. This set was a steal of a deal, if I do say so myself. I think it is amazing value if you can find it. There was a ton of them at my local Marshalls, so I suggest hitting up your local liquidation stores. And I suggest hitting up your local liquidation stores all the time, because a lot of the time they got gems, brother. Pretty much all of my Mega Bloks Pokemon collection has come from Marshalls, and so, like, I don't know. This is a good set. I think it's great value. You get pretty much the 4, I'm assuming, most popular Pokemon. I'm not big into Pokemon meta. But these are good. The builds are fun, except for Bulbasaur, and the bases are fun, except for Bulbasaur. I think it's a fantastic set, and if you find one, especially for a good price, you should purchase it. Now, they're just gonna live back here. For now. Bye.